All right, so we are picking up with the Knights schedule. It's going to be game 3 for the Knights on their schedule. Again, they'll be away, going up against the Phantoms. We have a pitching duel scheduled for today. It is going to be the Knights ace, Hank Henderson, up against the Phantoms ace, Preston Brooks. Both very good pitchers, very good with their endurance, very good stamina. Overall pitching, both very good pitchers. This should be a very interesting matchup. I am expecting a pitcher's duel, like I said. It should be a very interesting game. You'll remember that the Knights have lost both of their 2 games that they've played so far in this little scrimmage season. So no wins, 2 losses. The Phantoms on the other side are 2-0 heading into this game. So they're looking to improve to 3-0. The Knights are looking to get their first win of this season, which would be great because I like the Knights. All right. So with that said, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll head right into the top of the first inning. That is going to bring up the Knights leadoff man, Tommy Alcova, up against the pitcher for the Phantoms, Preston Brooks. So you remember the pitching confrontation is going to be the righty batter against what happens to be a righty pitcher. So we're going to take versus righty hit pitcher against a versus righty batter. So it's going to be a -5 against a 3, which will be a -2 on a confrontation roll. 6 or above is a batter's card. 5 or below a pitcher's card. So we have a 3, which will be a 1 on the roll. So it will be a pitcher's card. That's going to be a 9-3. And it looks like Alcova will lead off the game with a walk. It is kind of early in the game to try and attempt a stolen base, so I don't think I'm going to go that route. We will go with the number 2 hitter, Gabriel. Gabriel is a righty as well, so it's going to be a -2 on the roll again. And it's going to be a pitcher's card. And a 4-2. It is a strikeout. You'll notice a lot of strikeouts on Brooks' card. So I'm expecting a lot of Ks today. Number 3 hitter, Torres, is up. He is a 2 against the right-handed pitcher. Again, a -5 against a right-hand batter, so it's a -3 on the roll. That is going to be a pitcher's card again. A 7-1. It is a strikeout. I would expect to see a lot of pitcher's cards in this game between the 2 teams. All right, Garland is up. He's actually pretty good against a right-handed pitcher, so he's a 5. Again, Brooks is a -5. It is equal on the confrontation roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. And a 9-8. 9-8 is going to be a base hit. There's a base hit for Garland. Alcova is way faster than Garland. There is 2 outs, so he's already running on the pitch. He'll head to third. We're going to see where that pitch or that hit went because we can chance scoring. It went to the right fielder. Right fielder for the Phantoms is Millar, whose arm is a 4, so he has a pretty good arm. We're going to see if Alcova can score on this hit. So it's a 4-arm. We're risking the chance at home. He has a 60% chance of making it. And he does. So we score. The Knights get on the board with a big base hit by Garland, who, by the way, on the throw will advance to second base. So there you go. You're thinking it's going to be a pitcher's duel, and there's already a run in the first inning. So Valenzuela will be up with 2 outs, a man on second now. He's a 3, gets a -5, so it's a -2 on the roll. That is going to be a pitcher's card. A 10-6, that's another base hit. Garland running on the pitch, or running on the hit. He is the same, so he will score. Valenzuela is in there with a RBI single. And the Knights are up 2-0 in the first inning. Ed Cheney will be the hitter. It's a -2 on the roll. Sorry, he's a lefty. So against the lefty, -3 for Brooks. So it's actually going to be equal on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 10-7. And a base hit, another base hit. Wow. Really was not expecting this. It just goes to show you anything can happen. So Valenzuela is not fast as Cheney or faster, so he only takes second, even with the 2 outs, because he is slower than Cheney. So we have Rowe up. Rowe, it's righty versus righty. It's a -1 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 9-5. Wow. Another base hit. Valenzuela is holding up everybody. It is now bases loaded with Good up. If they can continue the streak, they may be able to get a few more runs here. Good, not a great hitter. It's a -3 on the confrontation roll. That is clearly a pitcher's card. A 9-3, and it looks like a ground out. So it looks like the Phantoms and Brooks will get out of this. That ground out goes to the shortstop, so it's a 6-3. So an exciting top of the first inning for the Knights, and they're up 2-0. That is going to bring up Rollins, leadoff hitter, in the bottom of the first for the Phantoms. He is a lefty against Henderson, who is a righty. So it is going to be a +1 on the roll. And it's going to be a pitcher's card. 5-1 is a K. So we got a strikeout to lead off the bottom of the first. Walker is up. He bats lefty, so it's a -4 against a 4. So it's equal on the confrontation roll. That is a batter's card. A 4-1 is a strikeout. Henderson dealing with the first 2 batters here. Righty versus righty, -1 on confrontation. That is a batter's card from McClure. 6-1 is a flyout. Let's see where that flyout went. Flyout to 9. That goes to center field. So an FO8 ends the bottom of the first. No runs for the Phantoms. All right, so the Knights are now up again. With David Tucker, the DH, leading off out of the 9 hole. It is a switch hitter against a righty, so he's going to be batting lefty. It's a -3 against a 3, so it's an equal confrontation roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 8-6. A base hit. Wow, they are tearing up Brooks so far. With them having a couple of runs already on the board, we're going to see if we can steal. His jump is a 5 against a hold runners of a -2, so it is a +3 on a roll. 6 or above, he gets the jump. And he does. The Phantoms catcher is a 4-arm. They're going to be stealing second base. He has a 60% chance of getting there. That is a 9, and he steals the base. So we have nobody out with a man on second and a top of the order coming up. Knights really looking to pile it on and claim their first victory of the season here. Righty versus righty, -2 on the confrontation. That's going to be a batter's card. 10-10. We have a home run by the leadoff man, Alcova. And that is a 2-run blast. That puts Brooks up above the 3 runs threshold to run on his poise chart. So we got a roll on the sad face column here. Orange is a -1, and it is, which kind of goes into the theme of his day. So now he is going to be lowered down to a -2, -4 on his card. Now that will play into whether or not we want to keep him in extended in his innings, because that will go into his fatigue chart. All right, so Gabriel up, righty versus righty. He is now a -4 against batters, right-handed batters, so it is a -1 on a roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 7-3 is a strikeout. So 1 away. That's the second strikeout for Gabriel. Righty versus righty again. It is a -2 on the roll. And it's going to be a pitcher's card. 10-8 is a double. So the Knights still hammering away. Torres with a 1-out double. And the big guy, Joe Garland, is up. So it is now lefty versus righty. It's a -2 against a 5. So it's a +3 on a roll. That is going to be a batter's card. And we have an 8-9. 8-9 is a home run. Oh my God. Garland hits a 2-run bomb. As the Knights continue to pile it on. That is runs number 5 and 6. We have to roll again on Brooks's poise chart. It looks like the ace might end up having to come out early. 7, and it's a -1. Now remember, if he goes 3 innings, he does get an additional -1 in his fatigue chart. So it starts to be curious as to whether or not we should allow him to stay in, because he is now a -1, -3, which is not very good. If he hits his 3 innings mark with the additional appearance, it's -2, should be a -4. So, I mean, we're going to try and settle out this inning and see what happens. Valenzuela is up. It's righty versus righty. It's going to be an equal confrontation roll. That is going to be a pitcher's card. 4-4 is a strikeout, so he gets Valenzuela. See if he can work himself out of this inning. We have Cheney up, who got 1 hit in the game so far, batting lefty, so it's a -1. It's a +2 on a roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 9-7 is a base hit. So another base hit. That brings up Rowe, who's got a hit so far. He is a righty. It's going to be a +1 on the roll now. That is going to be a batter's card. 9-3 is a walk. Brooks is not doing very good right now. Not a good day for him. See if he can get this out. It's going to be a -1 on the roll. It's going to be a batter's card. Oh, geez. 8-8 is a base hit. Cheney slow, though. He's not going to do much more than advance to third. It is bases loaded. And I got to move over a column here. As runs are the name of the game for the Knights in this one. Can't say it's too upsetting. It's nice to see. All right, Tucker, who led off the inning with a base hit, scored on the home run by Alcova. He is a switch hitter, so it's a -1 against a 3 now, which is a +2 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. This is ridiculous. 10-9. That's a double. Wow. So that's going to score Cheney. That's going to score Rowe. Good does not score because he has 1 below speed, so it's 2 RBIs. And it's second and third with Alcova up. 2, 4, 6, it's only 8. We are going to have to take Brooks out at this point. I don't see his day getting any better. So we're going to have to take a look at the poise charts here. Or sorry, not the poise charts, the fatigue charts to see who we can get in. We're going to need an extended reliever. So we're going to be looking at the stamina attribute here to see who has a good amount of innings, since this is going to be pretty much a mop-up situation here. Wow. So that Washington and Deacon and McDonald. So it looks like Howell has some room to play with. So we're going to put Howell in the game. Brooks is out, knocked out of the game. The ace knocked out of the game. That's going to be a righty. We're just going to input his numbers here. All right. So Howell will be up against the leadoff man for the Knights, Alcova. It is a righty pitcher, so it's a -1 on the roll here. And it's going to be a pitcher's card. 4-1, it looks like that inning is fine. Never mind. That is a situation chart. We're going to have to roll. This is our situation. Again, this is going to be modified a little bit. But we will be rolling on this situation matrix right here. It is an 8-1. It looks like it's going to be a situation involving the third baseman. And we just roll one die to see what that outcome is. 6. Line drive hit by batter to third baseman. Batter is out if roll plus third baseman's fielding rating is greater than 8. If roll is less than 8, batter is safe at first with a single to left field and runners advance 1 base. So we need to look at the third baseman for the Phantoms. That is Hatfield. We're going to roll 1 die. 4 plus 5 is 9, so that is an out. So it's a LO5. So that inning is finally over. And we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning for the Phantoms. So Glenn is leading off here. Henderson is a righty against a righty Glenn, so it's going to be a -2 on the roll. It's going to be a batter's card. 8-1 is a flyout. 2-1, that's flyout to center field. Millar is up, righty versus righty, -2 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 5-4 is a strikeout. So one of these aces is living up to his name today. Have a lefty hitter up, so it's -2 on the roll. It's going to be a pitcher's card. 6-5 is a flyout. So we just got to find out where that flyout went to. And it goes to the left fielder. So that's 2 consecutive innings of 1, 2, 3. So we're going to roll on his happy face, boys, and see whether or not he gets +1, and he does. So one pitcher is struggling, or did struggle, had to take him out, and the other pitcher clearly having a good game so far. All right, so Howell only pitched 1 batter, so we're not going to worry about his stamina here. If he does 3 batters in the previous inning, I would consider it an inning, but he did not, so we're going to start kind of fresh on him. And Gabriel is going to be up. So it is righty versus righty, a -1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 8-7 is a batter's card. 8-7, same as outcome, it's a base hit for Gabriel. So nobody out, man on first. Torres is up. Righty versus righty, going to be a -2 on the confrontation roll. That is a batter's card. 8-1 is another situation. That doesn't happen often. You get 2. Let's see where we're going to go with that. There's a 6-9. That's going to be the pitcher. Already, the Phantoms not having a good day with their pitchers. Hate to see anything more happen here. Zoning in. Offensive team rolls on pitcher's card and plays out the outcome as normal. If the outcome is an out, pitcher zones in and receives an additional bonus -1 on his pitching ability for the rest of the inning. So that's a good one, actually. We're going to roll on the pitcher's card here. If it's an out, he'll get better. If it's not, he'll stay the same. So that is a fly out to the left fielder. So it's an FO7, 1 out. So now for the rest of this inning, not the rest of the game, but the inning, he has a -4, -5. So Garland is up, righty versus lefty batter. So he is a +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. I have a 10-9. Garland continues to put the runs on the board. He is 3 for 3, 2 home runs. That's a home run in this at-bat, a 2-run shot. Gabriel scores on it, 2, 4, 6, 8, and that is 10 runs that the Knights have put on the board so far. So their offense does not work in the first 2 games, but they chose to pile it on in game number 3. Valenzuela is now up. Remember, he's a -5 against righties now, so it's a -2 on the confrontation roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 7-4 is a flyout. To the left fielder. And now Cheney is up. He's 2 for 2. He's a lefty batter. It's a -4 against the 3, so it's a -1 on the roll. That is going to be a pitcher's card. 8-1. Red 8, blue 1 is a strikeout. So the Knights tack on 2 more runs, bringing their total up to 10 as we go into the bottom of the 3rd inning with the Phantoms offense going up against Henderson, who is really on a roll here. Now remember, he did get a +1 on his chart for having 2 consecutive 3 up, 3 down innings. So now he is against the righty, a -6 against a 2, so it's a -4 on a confrontation roll. That's going to bring that roll down to a 5, which is a pitcher's card. 4-3 is a strikeout. Tucker now up. He's hitting switch, so he's going to be a -1 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 5-4 is a strikeout. And now bring up Hatfield, who was the player of the game last game with a home run off the pitcher's card. See if he can do some damage here. It's going to be a -4. It's going to be hard to get a batter's card. Yep. So it's a pitcher's card. 8-4 is a ground out. Let's see where that ground out went. It goes to the second baseman. So that's an easy 4-3. That is another 3 up, 3 down. So that's 3 consecutive innings. And he automatically gets a +1 on there. You do not have to roll for that. Any consecutive 3 up, 3 down innings after 2, and it's an automatic +1. So he is going to be devastating the Phantoms lineup from this point on. All right, so Howell. He has gone 1 inning. His stamina is 1, so we do have to roll on his column. It's a 2. It's a -1. We're going to probably have to try and keep Howell in as long as possible here. All right, so Howell versus Rowe. Now remember, the +1 on Howell, the bonus -1 that he had on the card, was temporary, only for the last inning. So with the deduction, he is now a -2, -3 against Rowe, who's a 4 against the right-handed pitcher. So it is a +1 on the confrontation roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 9-1 is a flyout to center field. Good is now up. It's going to be -1 on the confrontation roll. There's going to be a pitcher's card. 10-5 is going to be a walk. So we have a man on with 1 out. You know what? They're up by... no, I'm not going to chance it. Tucker is up. He's a switch hitter. It's a -2 against a 3, so it's a +1 on the roll. That is going to be a pitcher's card. 7-3 is a K. So 2 outs now. And Alcova up. He's having a very good game. 1 for 2 with a home run, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. And it's righty versus righty. It's going to be equal confrontation roll. It's going to be a batter's card. 8-6 is a base hit. So another hit for Alcova. Knights continue to put it on the board. Good is slower than Alcova, so he's only going to go to second. So it is first and second with 2 outs. Gabriel is up. Righty versus righty. It's equal on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 8-1. And that's a flyout. So they actually get out of this inning without allowing any runs. That flyout goes to left field. So now we go into the bottom of the 4th. Henderson is now a -6, -7. That's a -6 against left-handed batters, a -7 against right-handed batters, with Rollins up to the plate. That is going to be a -1 on the roll. And we actually have a batter's card. 4-3. A ground out. Still no luck here for the Phantoms. That's going to be a second baseman, so it's a 4-3. Donovan Walker is now up. He bats lefty, so it is going to be a -2 on the roll. And a batter's card. 2 batter's cards in a row here. 10-7. Look at that. The no-hitter is over as Walker gets a base hit. McClure is up. He's a righty. It's righty versus righty. It's going to be a -3 on the roll. Going to be a pitcher's card. 6-5. And that's a pop out. Pop out to shortstop. 2 away. Glenn, the cleanup hitter for the Phantoms, is up. That's going to be a -4 on the roll. And it's actually a batter's card. 5-2 is a ground out. There's already 2 away, so don't need to worry about the double play. And it's going to go to the second baseman. So that is a 4-3. So, after 4 innings, the Phantoms are down 10-0. So, pretty good game so far. We're going to probably have to roll again on Howell here. If he gets a -2, he's going to have to come out of the game. It's on the second inning above. Going to have to try and keep him in. It's a 4. It's a -1, so he doesn't come out, but he is pretty far down the chain here. It's going to be a -1, -2. It's a -1 against left-handed batters, a -2 against right-handed batters. So we have Torres leading off. It is going to be equal on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 8-4 is a flyout to the right fielder. Garland is now up. Lefty versus righty. It's a -1 against a 5, so it's a +4 on the roll. That brings it to a 6, which is going to be a batter's card. 5-2, and they finally get Garland out on a flyout to the center fielder. So he's still hitting them hard, but this one stays in the park. Valenzuela is now up. Righty versus righty. It's going to be a +1 on the roll. That's still going to be a pitcher's card. 5-2 is a strikeout. So 1-2-3 inning. Howell gets him out. That'll probably be his last inning. Now we're going to head into the bottom of the 5th. Now, in my rules, we do play with a 10-run mercy rule. If you get up to 5 innings, then the game is over. So I'm going to continue playing that way, being that we've had a lot of action in this game. It is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10-0 with Millar leading off. Henderson is still good to go. No deductions on him or chance of deductions. He actually has 2 bonus points on him, so he is a -6, -7. It's going to be righty versus righty, a -4 on the confrontation roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 10-10, a -5 home run possibility. So we're going to do a home run check. If you remember last game, Hatfield hit a home run off the pitcher's card in a similar situation. Millar is a 4 power against a -5. So we roll, just like the pitcher's confrontation. 6 and above is home run. 5 and below is a flyout. So we're going to roll. And that is going to go down to a 5, which is a flyout. Fly out to the left fielder, so not a home run that time. Davis is now up. He is a lefty. So a -6 against a 2. It's a -4 on the roll. That's going to bring it down to a pitcher's card. 5-2 is a strikeout. And I'll bring up Hicks, who could quite possibly be the last batter of the game. -7 against a 2 is a -5. Wow, -5 on the roll. That's definitely a pitcher's card. Oop, let's roll that again. 7-5 is a ground out. So the game will end on a ground out to the second baseman. A quick 4-3 ends it. So we lose out on a no-hitter due to a base hit last inning by Walker. But the Phantoms get destroyed by the Knights 10-0. So what I normally do is just do the loss, 10-0, win 10-0. The Knights finally get a win in the book. They improve to 1-2. The Phantoms get their first loss. They are still good at 2-1. We'll go ahead and put the pitchers in. So we had Brooks start the game. He went just under 3 innings. Howell went just over 3 innings. Oop, sorry, wrong column. So Brooks get the loss. No decision for Howell. 2.6 and 3.1. I'll worry about the stats later. Henderson gets a complete game, 1 hitter, and a shutout. And he went 5. So let's do the Knights pitching fatigue. Because of the day progressing, we do knock off 1 off of the pitchers who are currently in here. So Peralta is cleared to pitch in the next game. Henderson will go in. He gets a -1 for the 3 innings pitched and a -1 for the appearance. But he has +2 incurred during the game. So he actually goes in with a bill of health. He'll be healthy for the next game. Now the Phantoms, on the other hand, Brooks did not have a very good game. We're going to knock off the innings here. Or not the innings, the fatigue points for these pitchers. So a lot of their bullpen regains to full health. Brooks did not pitch 3 innings. He gets a -1 for the appearance plus the -2 incurred, so he has a -3. He'll be fine his next time in the rotation. Howell does get 1 for 3 innings. That's already a -1. He gets -1 for the appearance and a -2 incurred during the game. So that is a -4. So it looks like he will be spending some time sitting in the bullpen rather than coming into games. We do have some injuries that we need to mark off the games or days played. So Calhoun gets a day and Stewart gets a day. So Calhoun only has 2 more days before he comes off the injured list. Stewart has 12 more days before he comes off the injured list. So that is game number 3 in the schedule. The Knights come up victorious, putting on an offensive onslaught, getting 10 runs in 5 innings against the Phantoms, mercy ruling the Phantoms in a 5-inning game. Henderson pitched a 1-hit complete game shutout in what was billed to be a pitching duel, but turned out to just have a one-sided affair as Henderson shut down the Phantoms and the Knights put on that offense to win the game. So that is game number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Looking forward to game number 4.